Liam Lawson is one of the most in-demand drivers at the moment in the F1 driver market, as Red Bull look more likely to promote Max Verstappen's great-grandmother than Liam Lawson himself. There have been strong rumours of Williams wanting to loan him in to replace the ever more likely doomed Logan Sargent. So that got me thinking, who are all the... Starting off, we have the so-called smooth operator himself, Carlos Sainz. The Red Bull family loaned him out to Renault at the end of 2017 and in 2018 in order to keep him in contention for a Red Bull seat in 2019. Well, that was how it was made out to be. The story in truth is much more complicated than that. Carlos Sainz Sr. throughout 2017 and 18 was reportedly selling stories to the media that Verstappen was off to Ferrari. This was in order to get Red Bull to promote Carlos Jr. quicker. This backfired and got Horner and Marko rather pissed off, so they shipped Sainz off on loan to Renault for the last year of his contract. Sainz was snubbed for the 2019 Red Bull seat, as it eventually got taken by Alex Albon, who a few years later himself then went out on loan from the Red Bull family as well. Alex Albon was replaced at Red Bull by Sergio Perez for 2021, meaning Albon became test and reserve driver. This was until Williams approached him for a race seat in 2022. Red Bull loaned him out to the British outfit for that season, with the option to call him back to the team at any point that year. But that was more likely to happen as a cow is to fly. Albon raced for Williams in 2022 with a Red Bull logo on his helmet. That was no longer seen after that season once he became full Williams driver the year after. Albon recently signed a new contract to Williams amidst interest from Sauber, a team that loaned in Pascal Wehrlein in 2017. If you've been following F1 for a while, then you would have remembered how highly rated Pascal was as the next big thing. A Mercedes Junior, he had just spent 2016 driving for Manor. Heavy emphasis on driving. An impressive debut season saw Wehrlein move up the field to Sauber on loan. He would only go on to score 5 points that season, which was Sauber's only points. However, for one reason or another, Wehrlein was dropped from Sauber for 2018 and left without a drive. He went on to pursue a career in Formula E instead, which is where he still is today. Pascal Wehrlein left Mercedes at the end of 2018, meaning Mercedes had all their hopes on one driver left in their junior program, Esteban Ocon. Ocon was loaned to Renault in 2016, but as a reserve driver. He didn't end up subbing in for either Kevin Magnussen or Jolyon Palmer that year, but did end up taking part in 4 free practice sessions. He then raced for Mercedes-affiliated Force India in 2017. He later rejoined Renault again in 2020 to partner Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo was loaned out from Red Bull to HRT in 2011 for the second half of the season, after the Spanish team were becoming rather impatient with Narain Karthikeyan's lack of performance, let's say, and they also simply could not say no to Dr. Helmut Marko saying, "Let us put our Aussie kid in your car, mate." Ricciardo would not score any points in 2011 in the Spanish tractor, but would secure a full-time drive for Toro Rosso the following year, which is where he still finds himself to be at. In the present day, 12 years on. Ricciardo got the promotion to Red Bull in 2014 to partner Sebastian Vettel. Vettel was sort of loaned out to BMW Sauber in 2007, scraping the barrel here. He was still a Red Bull junior driver at the time, but this was the early days of the Red Bull racing team, when they were fighting for points against their junior team. Vettel subbed in for Robert Kubica at the United States Grand Prix and immediately impressed by setting the record for the quickest ever fine, 9 seconds into his Formula 1 career. He did also score points on debut that weekend. Red Bull then took him back and placed him in the Toro Rosso for the second half of the season, and as they say, the rest is history. That is every loan driver in Formula 1 ever. Most of these were pretty pointless moves if we're being honest. Goes to show that loans are more of a thing for footballers and university students. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you all later.